Simply Centrell. She will ignite your passion and bring your purpose to life. The strategy she shares will take you to higher heights, improving your energy, spirituality, your well-being, a better mindset for your journey to build a better you. She's on fire to take you higher. She's on fire to take you higher. The Simply Centrell Show.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Simply Centrell Show. I am so excited again to be here with you. We are having lots of fun in the studio today. I want to make sure that I start today's show off with thanking all of those people who have made today possible. KYND, we appreciate the talk that inspires change. We're here on this platform. We're able to share with the KYND audience all over the world. Can you imagine all of the people that have tuned into the show from all over the world? So an amazing reception from our show last week. So we are going to make sure that we call out a couple of other folks. You know, it takes a village to make these types of things come together. And the first thing I want to say is thank you to my team, my glam squad, those folks that get me ready for the camera. I also want to thank my media and production team for bringing all of the video and all of the music together to give you that great commercial you saw when we came in. So, like I said, we want to make sure that we are recognizing those folks that are making it happen. Like, share, follow on Simply Centrell on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget KYND for all of you that are streaming from KYND or even in your cars for those that you are in drive time. So I hope that you guys join the conversation with us today. Use hashtag Simply Centrell, KYND Radio. Build a better you. Unleashing the possibilities is what we're talking about today. So last week we spoke about taking the limits off of your life. And today we are talking about unleashing the possibilities. I'm not going to leave you hanging. We have a lot of opportunity here to dig into this topic. And the reason why we are calling August the month of possibilities, August is the month of possibilities. I am saying it. I am claiming it. I am speaking it into existence. So did you miss last week's show? Check it out. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. At Simply Centrell. Check it out on my website, simplycentrell.com, so that you can get caught up. I'm going to give you a quick recap, though, today, so that you can have that to get started with today's show. So our recap from last week, taking the limits off your life, no more limits. We had a couple of fix-its, right? A couple of tidbits that you can take home. Hopefully you were taking notes. For those of you who didn't, here are a few of them. Change your self-talk. That was one of the ones that we talked about first. We want to make sure that we are speaking those things we want to create in our lives. The power of life and death are in the tongue. So whatever comes out of your mouth, you are giving life to. We want to make sure that we change that self-talk to encouragement, to things that are going to push you forward and not live in the past. Speak of those things you want to create, those things that you want to see happen. And then we talked about changing your thoughts. The battle is in the mind. We all know that our thoughts run away with us. I know mine do, and it goes fast. Sometimes it's very difficult to stop it. There are some tricks and tips that you can do to get control of your mental. What I would tell you to do first is to make sure that you are focusing on the right things. Your mind is a sacred place. What you put in is also going to come out. What's in your mind also comes out of your mouth. So guard it. It's very important. Make sure that in your mind you are thinking good thoughts. When you think good thoughts, you say good things. So we start there, the mind, then of course the self-talk. And then we talked about changing your circle. I know you've heard birds of a feather flock together. We've heard that many, many times, and there's some truth to that. When you are around people that are going places that you want to go, you tend to follow in that same path. You tend to pick up on some of those habits. Those are the things that propel you forward. Likewise, when you are in the company of those people who are not doing things that move you forward, then you also start to experience some of that setback. So you're looking to change your life, unleash the possibilities, take the limits off, change your circle. And then the last thing that we talked about in last week's show that I want to highlight, I don't want to give you everything. I want you to go check it out. Don't quit. So on my journey, I know I want to say maybe even every day, just being real, I want to quit. There's so much that comes upon you when you are trying to do more and be better. And this journey is not for the faint at heart. When you want to live in your passion and your purpose, you must not quit. And when you do feel like you're going to quit, or maybe you even do quit, then you need to come back. Take yourself a little break, take a little rest, and then come back. Get back in the game. Get back on that mission to your vision. I know that one of the other things we focused on, and I'm going to share this piece as well, is the life event. Some of you have shared some feedback with me on social media, and I appreciate that. You're sharing your journey. You're sharing all of the things that you're doing. It lets me know that you're engaged and connected, and that means a lot. The biggest thing is the life event. Why do we have to go through a little bit of struggle before we actually get to where we need to be? And so I want to make sure that you understand that that's where the transformation begins. I had a life event that made me start to think differently. It made me start to pursue some different things in my life because I was fed up with what I was already doing. It wasn't enough, and I needed more. And many people go through traumatic things and they think there's no love out there for them. God's not looking out for them, when really, sometimes we need to be shaken up. Sometimes we need to be stirred up, and it takes something, because maybe the subtle little hints were not being seen by us, and that happens too. So the shake-up is what really provides the transformation. I remember listening to a rap song, and yes, I have listened to some rap. I'm not going to call any names. The rap said, pressure busts pipes. And I know you guys probably know who that is. So the reason why I say it is because that is exactly what happens when you have a life event. There's pressure, there's stress. The body has to respond. And that's what you need to do. You need to respond. See what is happening to you that is calling you to do more. It is not a time to retreat. It is a time to move forward. So I wanted to make sure that I shared those tidbits. And now a little bit more about the reason why I'm doing what I do. So I love real estate, and I like to make these real estate analogies. One of the things that someone shared with me, someone I respect, they were talking about real estate and how your property appreciates in value. So in order for a property to appreciate in value, of course, you have to take care of it, right? You have to make sure that the house stays clean, the walls are painted. You have to make sure that the grass is cut. We can even go further back and talk about the foundation of when the house is actually built. The foundation needs to be firm. You can't build a firm foundation and then decide that you're going to put up some straw walls and everything is good. No. You have to have that firm foundation. It could be cement block. It could be, pillars, whatever the case may be. You want to have a firm foundation. Then you start building the walls around it. Then you start putting on a roof, windows, and any other brick and design and things of that nature that make the structure sound. The next thing you want to do is fill it with all kinds of nice things, things that add value. Maybe it's a media room, maybe it's granite or marble or Berber carpet, whatever it is, you want to bring value to your property. Well, when I do from the ground up, building a better you, that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm bringing value to you. I want to make sure that you appreciate in value. Your life needs to appreciate daily these tidbits of your mental, your physical, your spiritual, your emotional, and eventually your financial when you follow your passion and your purpose. I'm here to make sure that you appreciate and value. So I'm going to invite you to like, share, follow. You've gotten the recap. Check us out on Facebook. Make sure you're sending us some comments. We want to engage with you. When we come back, we have a great guest, Dream Build Success founder, LaShonda Gary. She is going to come here and talk to us about unleashing the possibilities in your life. Pastor, award-winning entrepreneur, author, and more. We'll see you back after the break.